I'm told that you like to make unusual craft projects, and I heard about this, and I thought I've got to ask you about it because you know, and you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, but it seems so unusual. I see you; you're such a beautiful woman, and then I heard about this craft project. It seemed a little unusual.
Yeah. Here's a way to alienate people.
That's what I do.
Yeah. You should have opened with that. Yeah.
I was living in Texas for a little while, and I started collecting owl pellets. And for anyone who doesn't know, when an owl eats a field mouse or a rodent, it eats it, digests all of the edible parts, and then regurgitates a pellet, which is like all the bones, all the undigestible matter. And I collect those and harvest the bones, and then make magical creatures out of them.
Well, that's fine with me about that owl. I don't give a hoot.
Yeah. I don't think you should be on a talk show.
Yeah.
You should be writing liquor store greeting cards.
Well, wait a minute. Let's get back to what you really do. This. What would make you think of this in the first place? You saw an owl pellet. You took it apart and you extract the bones and then you make art out of it?
Yeah.
So you're like a serial killer. That's probably on an FBI profile list somewhere.
I found some roadkill on the side of the road one day and was looking up how to dissolve the meat in the way that would be like least odious to my landlord and neighbors. And I discovered that was also one of the early indicators of Jeffrey Dahmer's psychopathy. So it is a serial killer.
Yeah, I was gonna.
I love that she rents.
I know.
You're doing this in a rental.
Yeah.
I didn't do it.
Here's number one rule for being a serial killer: don't rent. You gotta own the basement. You gotta own the crawl space.
You gotta work your way up to that.
Okay.
Hey, let me ask you this. Did you ever toss a prostitute off a bridge?
What's the punchline?
No,
I don't think.
This is going well.
Yeah, I'm gonna say something. I don't think you should host Late Late Show. I think you should take my slot because I am vacating it. I am leaving. I think you should take over. There's an opening here at the Conan Show.
I was just saying I heard that was a sign of being a serial killer.
Okay. You're the worst guy I've ever met. And I mean that in a nice way. All right, there's no way to, good God.
Halt and Catch Fire.
There's no way to transition, but we have a clip here from Halt and Catch Fire.
Yeah.
And we're just gonna soldier on here. Tell us a little bit about your role.
I play Cameron Howe. She's sort of an outsider punk prodigy programmer. And should I set up the clip?
Sure.
Okay. And she is being scouted by Joe McMillan, who's played by Lee Pace, to sort of come and work for a company that he's setting up.
Right. And you two have a past.
No, we have a future.
Wow. Let's take a look at this clip from Halt and Catch Fire.
You know I screwed him, right?
Let's be adult about this.
You love talking down to me, don't you?
Look, there are 1,000 other engineers we can get, preferably one you haven't bedded down with.
Who are you again?
I'm the guy who figured out the boot code in 4 days. What have you done? You heard him. 1,000 other engineers.
No. You need me, otherwise you wouldn't be here.
What do you want?
I want you to go dangle your little opportunity in someone else's face.
Don't ever talk to me that way. You would never.